Hey Taurus, welcome to your January 2020 channel message and tarot spread from Spirit. So 2 quick announcements and we'll get straight into the reading. I have opened up my time schedule for one-on-ones again. So if you would like a one-off, one-on-one power hour with me in Spirit, go to kellylunt.com/power hour with Spirit. I link to it in the description on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram, find it on my website or a link in the description. I'm completely forgetting what the second announcement was, Taurus. So let's just get straight to the reading, shall we? We'll start with a channeled message for those of you who are new, and then we'll go into the tarot spread. Taurus. Not needing to be loved, not needing to be loved, not needing to be loved. And what we mean by that is that everyone who's in your life, they play a different role. Let's use a child for an example. A 2-3-year-old can't give back too much productive value. They give back in joy, they give back in fun, they give back in spirit, they give back in let's just play and have fun. But can they reach things down for you? Can they support you emotionally? Can they understand your needs? No. Not everyone in your life who's an adult is it supposed to be reciprocal. There's some people where you're around where they're a little bit ahead of you and they mentor you. There's some people where there's just that resonance and you're at the same spot. Friendship. There's some people you're around, you're a little ahead of them, you kind of nudge them along in the right way. Not everyone in your life is going to be able to reflect back to you understanding, compassion, meeting you where you are. You've gone through a lot of growth, Taurus, and a lot of that growth has been about how to see yourself as who you are today without letting the past get in the way of that. And this is who I am today, and this is how I would like to receive love today. Part of your story, part of your journey was a need to feel heard. And now that you've learned how to tap into how you feel, you've learned how to articulate it and express it. In the beginning, when you do that, it is nice when you're surrounded by people who, I hear you, I get that. Is this what you're saying? And they reflect back to you. They offer empathy. They offer compassion. They have that ability for it to be that give and take kind of 50-50 relationship. Not all relationships are going to be that way. Can you take off the demand, the need, the desire for a person in your life to be able to offer that? And can you just recognize so this is something they'll never be able to offer? Can you then recognize, I need to feel loved, I need to feel recharged, I need to feel nourished. What are your needs? Who are people who can meet them with you where it's beneficial, reciprocal? What are activities you can do to charge yourself up? And then you balance how often you interact with that person. Sometimes we say, just go play in the new playground. Let them play where they want to play. For most of the Tauruses out there, we don't see that you can kind of just cut the person out. Can you be okay that it won't be reciprocal? Can you be okay that a lot of it will be about them? The book Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. Another way to title that book would be Compassionate Communication. Can you do that for the other person without the need, the desire, the demand, the expectation, the longing for of the other person being able to do that back for you? And it's not about, oh, look how mature I am. I can just be in this relationship with them, even if they're older, where I'm the one giving to them, where I'm the one helping them articulate how they feel, where I'm the one hearing them say bad things about me, and I help them get to the bottom of how they really feel. Can you be okay that that's going to be a relationship, that's the relationship? Can you be okay that you have an adult in front of you who's really kind of like a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old? Can you start to see the other ways they give back? You know what? She's just so fun and spunky. Yeah, I don't like the words she says about me. And yeah, she can't always quite hear me and what I say. And God, yeah, she does just kind of give you a hard time, doesn't she? It does seem that she wants to do good for people, though. Oh, no, no, definitely can't hang out with them every day and maybe not even weekly, but I do like her spunk. I do like her perseverance. Can you start to, just as a 3, 4-year-old, oh, they're just always so happy. They're just always so joy in my life. But can they give back something practical? No. Can you be okay that it's actually an adult that you have it's an adult who's really a younger child in your life? Can you recognize all the growth that you went through? Give yourself that self-validation. Recognize who can meet what needs, who you like just playing with, and just recognize that this person will not be able to offer that for you. We know, Taurus, that you can at least find one topic that you like about that person and one thing that you like doing with that person. Some people have hobby friends. Can you find a hobby that you like doing with them? Oh, it's our thing. We always go see Abraham Hicks together. Kelly has an Abraham Hicks friend. They'll see each other once every other month, but they always go to a couple of Abraham Hicks shows together. It's the Abraham Hicks friend. We think, Taurus, if you open your mind to the possibilities, let go of it being a reciprocal, mutual relationship. It's one that's not going to meet your emotional needs or be emotionally satisfying for you. But can you find that one thing that you guys have in common so that you can at least enjoy it? And with that, we invite Kelly to do 4 cards, 3 cards. Oh, interesting. Taurus, y'all are going to have to give me some comments afterwards. Let me know how this message helped you, if you're going to be able to view them in a whole new way and all that good stuff. And they said, Spirit said 4 cards across. And if you guys need help with that, if you guys need help with processing the emotions, if you guys need help with how to do healthy communication with a person where you're the one that's kind of the bigger person giving more to the other person, and how to get your needs met in another way so that you can have a relationship that you enjoy with them so you can kind of like move on with your life, that is exactly what the Power Hour will help with. Okay, so your 4 cards across. 8 of Fire reversed, King of Earth reversed, the Sun reversed, the Lovers reversed, the 3 cards down, the Balance reversed, Page of Air upright, Life Experience upright, which is the Tower card in traditional tarot. And if you guys want the deck, it's the Angel Tarot card by Radley Valentine. I also put a link to that in the description if you guys want to buy this card. People always ask me what deck, so I'm just going to start linking to them in my videos for you guys. So things aren't happening. The communication that you want isn't there. The quick pace that you're used to, Taurus, isn't quite fully there. It's not as much action, but the desire is there. You feel that desire, but things just aren't happening at the pace that you would like them to be happening at. And it kind of has to do because you don't feel hopeful that the relationship is ever going to be reciprocal. I mean, the tarot cards are pretty much just hammering home what Spirit said, guys. You're not feeling hopeful. It's kind of like everything I say, it does no good. Anything I say, they don't hear it. Anything I do, they reject it. Anything I do, they take it in a bad way. Well, what can I do then? I feel hopeless. That's literally where you're at, Taurus. But okay, so these 3 cards, they had crossover. Yeah, there's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could do to make this person happy. Sorry, guys. But these 3 cards were crossing over the Sun card reversed. You got to recognize, though, that apologies for I have a little bit of cold, but I wanted to make the video for you guys. You got to recognize it's throwing you off your rocker when your focus is on nothing I do makes them happy, nothing I say makes them happy. If you keep focusing on that, that's what you're going to get. You have to recognize that what you've chosen to focus on, that's what's throwing you off balance, not them. You choosing to focus on that is what's throwing you off balance. And from there, this is where you have to take, oh, wow, yeah. You got to take an honest look at yourself and be willing to communicate to yourself what are your actual needs. Because there's been a little bit of your past growth, Taurus, where you've kind of been surrounded by people who maybe they're either really intuitive, maybe they're a therapist, maybe they've been able to guess your needs, whether it's intuitive or whether it's because they did that communication style in that book, Nonviolent Communication, where they ask a series of questions to really get to the core of what you want. You have previously been surrounded by people who have been able to do that for you. And there's been a little bit of you not recognizing that the other person, the other people were providing that for you. And it's kind of like that moment where you realize, oh my God, they're a younger version of me. Even if they might be older, I used to be that way. And it's kind of like that waking up moment. I hate to say this to you guys, Taurus. It's like that waking up moment where you realize I may not have been as giving in my relationships as much as I thought I used to be. It's kind of like in terms of archetypes, if you guys are an archetype, it's like the child archetype. You recognized, oh my God, I'm a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 4-year-old who's pretty much just been the fun girl, the little 4-year-old who let's go play and have fun. And everyone else has always been pain. And that can be a bit of a tower moment where you realize like, oh, I thought that was just the way it was supposed to be. But you're starting to like wake up and kind of recognize that some of your relationships in the past haven't been reciprocal, give or take. And until you're willing to kind of process those emotions, it's going to be, I don't want to say hard, but it will be harder. Harder is probably worse than hard. Until you kind of have that breakdown moment of utter appreciation for the other people who provided that for you in your life, who helped you with communication, who helped you tap into, is this how you feel? Is this how you feel? Maybe they use their intuitive abilities. Until you kind of have that utter sheer appreciation for the other person and what they were able to give, or people, it could be person or people, and have that breakdown of holy shit, I've been having unconditional love around me this whole time and I didn't even know it. It's been unconditional. Oh my God. So you may or may not want to go communicate to the person, the people, your appreciation or not, but you got to just recognize, I remember how hard it used to be for me. I can see how hard it is for them. Shit, I didn't even realize how hard it was for me until this very moment. And that's where they're there. They're not, the other person is not even close to their epiphany moment, guys. The other person is not even close to adopting or changing their communication style. They're not even close. And the hard part for you to have compassion for them is because that's acknowledging that there was a stage of your journey when you were there. All right. Spirit, can you give them something? All right, they're saying I can pull you a 3-card spread to, is it like how to help them from this? How to help you just ease into this transition point of seeing you for who you really were and who you really are now, is what they're saying. Okay. Wow. So it's just kind of recognizing that difficult conversations, conflict with people is not about proving one person wrong or proving one person right. It's kind of more about how did you see that? And if they answer with, well, I did see you as needy. If they have like words that just don't feel good, it's kind of like, even though I don't like hearing these words about me as a person, I can kind of see that from your point of view. Can I share how I felt, how I heard? Well, I thought it was this way. It's kind of being able to have those conversations where the other person may not hold you in the highest light, but you still so internally knowing that you did the best you could, you're doing the best that you can do. When you have that internal self-validation so strongly, you'll be able to handle those conversations where someone's like, yeah, man, it was kind of, I did listen to you for like 2-3 hours on the phone before. They were long phone calls. I did kind of get tired of it after a couple of years. It's like, can you be willing to hear that and just at the same time feel the full love? Instagram, you're going to have to go over to YouTube to get the last 2 cards. Instagram TV has a 15-minute limit, and we're approaching that. So just head over to YouTube, Kelly Lunt, Taurus, January 2020 to watch the rest of your video. So those are the types of conversations you're going for, that just because someone has something that may not be kind, or if they express that, you know what, that was kind of frustrating, that there can still be love there. And it's kind of like, once you kind of take that bitter pill, that hard pill to swallow of like, oh crap, I was the needy one, or oh crap, I was the a-hole, whatever your situation might be, you're going to be able to move on from it though. Okay. You are going to be able to move on, but this is like you're moving on, but it's kind of like that bittersweet, like, oh damn, but the new door is going to open for you. Okay. And in terms of like the outcome, it's the King of Water reverse. So it's like your life used to be about, when people do these things for me, that means they love me. Now it's about, can I be me around them? And know that they're going to stay there, even if I like, I'm the one who's a little needy again, but I realize it like a month or two later. Oh my God, babe, I've been so selfish this last 2 months. I didn't even realize it. How can I help you? That's a big shift, Taurus. That's a big, beautiful shift, Taurus. But because it's reversed, it kind of looks like this is the month where you're kind of going to be swallowing that hard pill and having your epiphanies and your wake-ups. And it's going to be something that you probably are going to carry over and learn over in February as well. But that's a good lesson to learn, Taurus. Good job, guys. All right, I love you guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you liked it. Give me a comment afterwards. Let me know how this is going. Let me know how it resonated. I love making these, so I always love hearing the little epiphanies you had from them. And if you liked it, of course, share it. Help other Tauruses out. And if you want a one-on-one with me, go to kellylunt.com/power hour with spirit. Anyone who books a power hour with spirit, I am gifting you a seat to my workshop January 25th. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.